Hi, hello, what's up? My name is Audrey and thank you so much for whatever strike of lightning brought you here, because that's what it takes when you have 9 subscribers. So today or tonight, and I'm not gonna lie, for like the past 3 months I've been wanting to make this video. I've made it twice, but I've really screwed the pooch both times. One time I had makeup all down my forehead, just filmed the video, and realized I had this on my face. Triggered? If you're a girl, you know the pain of applying mascara and having the black thing in the middle of your forehead, which I thought I had removed, but turns out I did not. Still have mascara on my nose and on my eye after making a whole other video because there was mascara on my nose. So I did indeed film this video, probably invested 4 to 5 hours of my time into it, and now I am just at my wit's end and did not have the energy to get all foofied for it, to make it a biggie. This is gonna be a very mid-sized video, but I'm going to do my best because I know it needs to be made because I've been on the other side of it. So today I am actually going to be talking about my breast reduction, which is not something I have ever talked about before, not only in video format, but in general with people in my own life. A lot of my friends don't even know I've had one, and my very close friends know very little about it. Since it is a lot of information and I want to get it right, I'm going to make it into 2 videos. The first one is going to be why I did it, and the second one is going to be the actual surgical procedural side of things. So let's talk about the elephants in the room. My girls, the girls on my chest. So I did indeed put them away for this video, not that they are out. I was worried at one point that they would grow back, but I think it's safe to say that I think I'm in the clear. Anywho, let's talk about the girls themselves. Me and them have had a long relationship. It was very troubled for a while, which is why I did indeed get the surgery to remove thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning were a very pivotal part of my life growing up, because right when puberty hit in 5th or 6th grade, not sure, they really did just like take off, and they did not land. They just kept going. They sprouted like a beanstalk. I was not expecting it. I was not ready for it. And me being a tomboy wannabe, as in like I wanted to be a tomboy, but I wasn't really good at it. Just thought I had to because I had an older brother. Anyway, it was just not fitting for me, and I was very embarrassed about it. And I do want to make a side note right now. If you are a girl going through this right now, you don't feel comfortable in your body, just because you don't feel comfortable doesn't mean you should be embarrassed, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with your body. Absolutely nothing. Especially when you're going through puberty. It's really just in a transitional phase, and you don't know until you're done with it. And I didn't know what my body would look like until I was done with puberty. And when I was done, my milkers were still as big as ever. They were still intact. They did not go away like I hoped they would. Yeah, they really just were sticking around to haunt my life. Huge factor in why I was not comfortable with them was the fact that I did play basketball. I was not good, but that didn't matter. I still had to do the dribbling and the bouncing, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, when I would play basketball, not only would it be painful for the whole bumpity bump part, but it was also just so embarrassing to me. And what I would end up doing once I got to like 8th grade, 9th grade, my grand finale year, the year I retired, was I would actually duct tape them down. And if you know from like the duct tape wallet phase, everyone did the neon tape. Those were the only colors I had, and I didn't want to be like, hey mom, can we go get some clear duct tape at the store? I really want to take my boobs down. So I had to use those colors, and when you play at home, you wear white, so it was pretty much see-through when I would have the duct tape on. But yes, I would pretty much tape my milkers down during games, practices, anything where they would have any sort of up and down motion happening when I moved. I would tape them down, and it was embarrassing because if we ever had to switch colors on our practice jerseys, I would have to strip in front of the entire team. I would try to hide it, but it's a little bit difficult to disguise some neon duct tape around your chest. You're in the basketball court environment, which is not one I was born for anyway, clearly. 3 was not a party, 3 was a crowd, and 2 of them had to go. When I was in high school, it was my senior year, and my mom and I were actually bra shopping. So when we went together, we were in the dressing room, and no one really understood the shape of my breasts because they did start in the normal place, but they did not end in the normal place. They were very long. When my mom did finally see them at the consultation for my surgery, she described them as rocks and socks, and that's pretty much the only vivid description I can think of to give about them. I wouldn't normally use something that aggressive, but it's the only one I can think of that's accurate, and it was used. And I remember that kind of haunted me. My mom didn't say it to me, she said it to my dad, and I overheard it. So it wasn't like she was going out of her way to bully her daughter. They were very long indeed, and they pretty much reached my belly button. And if I ever leaned over or anything, which is a pretty normal activity for the average human, so it happens quite a bit, and I wasn't wearing a bra, which, yeah, it was a very rare circumstance that I would not be wearing a bra because I just needed to keep the girls in the stable. When I was not wearing a bra, if I leaned over, they would touch my thighs if I was sitting. They were very uncomfortable for me because they would lay against my belly or my abdomen. I don't have abs, but I still have an abdomen. They would lay against those, cause sweat. It was not glam. Just a very bizarre shape for me and for my body, and that is also a personal matter. You can be the judge of what is comfortable for you. Beautiful. That's why I wore this shirt. Also autism awareness. I hope everyone knows that they can be you, or you can be you. It doesn't matter what that is, because that thing is what's gonna make you special. No one knows people for something that makes them fit in. So be you, own your own your stuff. Video will not be viewed by probably anyone, but that's okay. As long as I help one person, I'm good. I just want to help someone out there who's like me, who just on YouTube getting a breast reduction as young as I was when I did get it done, 17 or 18, and did not find anything on YouTube. So I felt very alone. I felt like I was the only one who felt the way I did about having larger boobies, and did not have anyone to relate to, especially on YouTube. So I'm hoping I can be that person for someone. One person would be fantastic. One viewer would be great. I don't even have to help you. I'm just kidding. But yes, no one knew how my breasts actually looked. They did not know my chest situation because I did indeed hide it fairly well, if I do say so myself, but it was also something that was kind of hard to know unless you saw me naked, which absolutely no one did but myself. Me, myself, and I and Jesus. Those were the only 4 people that saw me naked. I was shopping for bras with my mom senior year, you know, girl on girl action. Never mind. It was like a mother-daughter bonding experience. And she kept bringing me bras to the dressing room that were way too small. She didn't understand what my actual situation was because she only saw the situation I showed to the world, which was a very constricted, literally, version. She kept not bringing me ones that were big enough. Like, they were drastically smaller than my actual anatomy. It eventually broke me down to the point that I started crying in the dressing room. And finally she did a little knock knock on the door. I let her in and I was crying, and she finally just asked me flat out, she was like, do you want a breast reduction? I was so embarrassed, so ashamed of my body. Again, not something you should be. And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. No. I just kind of shut it down because it was something I had never talked about with anyone before. We're leaving the store, I'm walking with her, and I just saw it as my last chance. This was my last opportunity to voice to her that I did want a breast reduction, because I knew if I waited, I would chicken out and I would never end up telling her that. I would never ask. So we're taking a stroll out of the store. I just said, yeah, you know, Mom, I think I actually would want a reduction. And I had never thought about it before, but I just knew this was my moment. This was my 15 minutes of fame. I'm just kidding. This was pretty much my only opportunity. And she's like, all right, I'll talk to your dad and we'll figure it out. Fast forward to like 3 hours. Kim really just worked fast. It was literally like a matter of hours. She came into my room. She said that I talked to your dad and he's game, he's down for it. He would literally empty out his 401k just to get this done for you. And if that is not the most beautiful sentiment you've heard all day, then I don't know what to tell you. You must have a really cute dog. He told me that and it meant the world to me, even though he didn't need to. It wasn't something I still, to this day, have never discussed this with my dad. Like, it was just all my mom being the messenger for us. He doesn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. So let's just not talk about it. Thank you. So luckily he did not have to do that. We did go to the consultation. The girls were plus size. So at the consultation, they were so big that the doctor said they were very close, a few cc's away, which is the measurement of your breasts. They were a few cc's away from being completely covered by insurance because they were so bad for my health, meaning my back. Really liked the doctor. His name rhymed with Boober, so I figured that was a great sign, a great omen from the universe. They took some before pics that I should probably pay someone to get rid of because those things I know are gonna come back to haunt me. My puppies were big, so the fact that someone has a picture of my big old puppies before, so that's the why. It's kind of the before of my chest lifestyle. And once again, I plan on making another video if I don't mess it up again like I did with this one several times. The surgery, procedure, post-op, everything after it. That's a whole other enchilada that I will talk about in the other video about the surgery and the procedure and the logistics of it all, the nitty-gritty details that you don't need to know, but you might want to, as opposed to my emotions and motivations like this video was. It's a little hairy on all the details of it, but I am willing to do some research and thorough investigation like the ID channel in order to get the best information for you. So let me know. If you're a girl who's going through this like I was, please don't feel afraid to reach out to me because I'd love to talk to anyone. I'm not exactly like the star mentor, but I'd love to do my best. I would love to be the person I needed when I was that age or any age. If you just want to talk about the surgery itself, let me know. I'll respond. I do not have that many subscribers, so I have enough time. I have enough time for everyone. And aside from that, thank you so much for watching. I can't thank you enough. Watching this far, it means the absolute world to me, more than you could possibly understand. And if you need anything else, please reach out to me and I will be there. My name is Audrey Allen. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you later.